Man. I just don't know what I'm supposed to do. Hey, Amadela, how's it going? I'm doing pretty good. Apparently suddenly a little bit spaced out, but other than that, I'm doing pretty good. This song is pretty chill though. Gotta say, I'm enjoying it. How's your weekend been? No, my sound! Alright, there we go. Hello, everyone! This is Glitch, with no space in my inventory, but I guess that's how that's gonna be. Anyway, how's everyone doing today? I hope everyone is doing pretty good. It is, well, it's now Monday, but it is still Secret World Sunday, and it is the anniversary Cronch edition, which is to say, it is the Secret World Legends rather than the, it is the anniversary celebration, and why am I doing all of this when you can't see? Oops. Yep. I'm having, apparently, one of those days. Awesome. There we go. Oh my! I discovered after the fact. Oh wait, no, that's for the Secret World. As an aside, I discovered that there is a refer a friend program for the Secret World, which I never really thought about because I never really thought about refer a friend programs for free to play games. But apparently there is one. And I'm going to get a referral link and put it up just because, you know, in case anyone wants to, do that. But that would be there. Okay. Ooh, Dragoon! Okay. First off, excellent class choices. I don't have a Dragoon, but my fiance has a Dragoon. FMech is pretty cool. I have an MMech. My fiance has an FMech, and us going side by side is adorable. And also very cluttery on the screen. And shamans are pretty good too. I was having a problem with them though. I have to check. There's an issue with mine, an actual, some sort of error. Truck outside wants to make noise. Alright. I don't have enough. Okay. Anyone else having trouble balancing out this the like various supply things. Is there any way, even with money, to like get more of these in order to? Because I feel like the answer is just, okay, be less of a flake with it, but like, I'm not very good at it, to be honest. Alright, so, first things first. Actually, given, oh, hey look. So I take it you decide to actually put on the, that's my fiance's character. You decide to put on the new title as well. Yeah, that's what I've been trying to do, but like I'm not very good at that either. Because I get excited whenever I see anything for like, ¿cómo se dice? Supplies. Oh, and I'm pretty sure I failed something that I was like really hoping for. Yeah, he's not gonna get any of that. Yeah, I did. Because there was one for a, but like it was just such low odds anyway. But there was actually one for a new person. I got excited, but like I failed. See, it's not here. I'm gonna turn on my brain. I really am. Alright. Let's see if this does anything quickly. If it doesn't within like 4 minutes, then it's out because I need to get here. So yeah, it's an anniversary event. We kill giant constructs of elemental thingies. And yeah, so basically public raid type thing. Now what do I feel like doing while I wait for that? You know what? It's been a while. Those all sound like good plans. I have, back in the day, there was actually, because of a way that the characters were set up, before, with the way that Explorer Club worked, it actually had a assist system where your characters could come in and do one particular move every once in a while. Oh. That said, I would be cautious because I reached a point where I've reached a maximum number of characters, so I'm constantly waiting for them to send out a free character slot for me to make more characters. And generally, though, whenever they do that, it's because there's an event which is going to want me to create more characters. So, especially with the new class coming out, don't necessarily just immediately fill up your roster like I did. And I didn't even do it because of that logic of 2 a day. I have this thing, I make alts. I make a lot of alts. I'm very surprised I haven't made an alt yet on the Secret World Legends, considering I had 4 characters on the Secret World. And you know, actually, I suspect part of the reason is the mandatory sabotage missions, to be quite honest. True. If I remember correctly, it does increase over time. I don't know. Pero. Yeah. I am glad you're enjoying the game. Try not to let it consume everything like it did for me a number of times. Yeah. If the queue doesn't pop in. Okay. I'm leaving the queue. That's how that's going. I'm leaving the queue. I'm leaving. Leave. Crap. Because I have a higher priority. Let me actually make sure it's not loaded. Actually, I know it's not loaded because instead of a blank screen, it would have been my DFO screen. Let's see. Okay, because we're not actually waiting for a queue, we're actually free enough to give judgy looks, super judgy looks, to Che. I didn't notice.
Why? Sometimes a story's so visceral you need a couple of dozen hours to tell it, right? Anyway, I give you New Jerusalem.
Stop right there.
Whoa, amigo. This is the new recruit.
The degree to which
Paperwork's all turned in, above board.
That definitely looks like
That's it.
It works.
Big man's house. Between you and that
Yeah.
are 3 levels.
For me, largely what I
New
end up
recruits
spending money
start
on
here at the first
is
found.
outfits
Shitty
when I
outfits,
can't afford
shitty
them
chores,
through
but you
Whirled,
gotta start
and
somewhere, right?
I have
Earn your
occasionally
keep.
bought keys. Don't do it.
To the next
Just
one.
don't do it.
Anointed. Right over there. Better
As a
deals,
general
easy
rule.
work, telecommunications mostly.
Not
So,
just for that
so,
game,
madam,
just
can I talk to you about the morning light?
one of the things I try to avoid doing.
The exemplary.
Oh, by the way, I'm
Next
wearing
day.
the event thing. I'm probably going to take
They
off the
stay
vest, to
closest
be honest.
our cards. So go on. Do your tasks. Earn your way to anointed.
As much as I like the vest, and I have this thing where I
no
tend to
signal
not
here.
like not wearing
Far side of
jackets.
Pluto. No phone home.
They drop
Sundae.
stuff, and they drop some good stuff too. But it's something you want to be careful
Riley.
about.
First
And
day, yeah?
also,
Nervous?
the keys do fall.
Don't
The
worry.
keys do drop by
It's a piece of
themselves.
piss. That's your palace there. On your bed, you'll find your electronic ID and your beginner's Bible. Follow that to a T. Problems, come to me. Piece of piss.
Does anyone who comes from where that particular accent comes from,
Yeah?
can they confirm or deny whether or not piece of piss
Me
is
too.
actually
What
a
club
slang
I
phrase?
got drafted to the Reds. Me handler there, real arrogant piece of work, the pinstripe punts.
Because,
Anyway.
I mean, they don't drop
Bracelet,
like,
Bible,
they're not going to drop like an
sure,
entire
bit, yeah?
Avatar set. They're not necessarily going to drop an epic, but they do drop. Okay, good to know. I was just like, I had never heard that before this mission, and it was something I was curious about. I was like, is that really a thing? The person who was saying it made it sound very much like it was a thing, so I feel like it's a thing, but I don't know this thing. But yeah. Oh, yes. They drop on their own. They drop very few and far between. They're rare as fuck. Sometimes you'll get, like, sometimes it'll be weird and you'll get, like, 2 in the same dungeon and you're like, what? But other times you're just not going to get a lot for a while. So it kind of drags it out. One of the things I would pay attention with keys is if you're going to choose to buy keys, you might want to pay attention to what the big items are, because every month or so there's like the big ticket items in the in the boxes, and so you might want to save it up for then. Or if you're not interested in not vendoring, auctioning. Good God, if you got that stuff to vendor it, people would cry. Then yeah. So like some of the things, for example, that it will do is like the loot boxes can drop a like certain percentage success chance of +11 on a weapon, or protection from stuff, or a selective petite class pet, and it'll be various things like that, and some of them are really cool and some of them are meh. Yeah, one of them is there's an avatar set that gives you a class animation. Apparently in the Korean one early on it was for PvP, but now I have it on my Asura. Wait, I'm suddenly not sure which one you're referring to, because this whole, they completely changed the order of the different towns, and I've only played through this new one once so far. Nice. Oh, that one! I know what you're talking about. That one. Yes, it's a lot of fun, and there are multiple sections through it, and eventually you'll be able to get to all of the bosses and then fight the final boss in the area. Yep. I know what you're talking about. It's Jonas, whatever his name is. I know who you're talking about. It's the merchant guy. The thing is, it's not technically connected to a specific city. He's always in the main, like the town thingy. But yeah, I know which one you're talking about now. So woo, founding guide. You joined your local morning light. I'm gonna read this again. What's great is I still mess this up. Welcome to the new dawn. You joined your local morning light chapter. See, morning light chapter, but you wanted more. You wanted to accelerate your training. You signed the legal contract. You signed the metaphysical contract. You signed the secret waiver. You made the journey. We understand change can be scary, but don't stress. We're here to help. Your bracelet. You get a free high-tech digital bracelet. Wear it at all times. As you earn points, the bracelet will track your progress, letting you know when you advance in rank. Your jumpsuit. As a sign of our appreciation, please enjoy this official jumpsuit. Wearing it is not mandatory, but if you feel it better spreads your morning light spirit, put it on. This jumpsuit is exclusive to members of New Dawn. Make all your morning light friends back at home jealous. It's gonna smell like fertilizer after a while, so I'm not sure how jealous they be. Your rank. Your starting rank here at New Dawn is Foundling. When you gain enough points, you will be advanced to Anointed. The best of the best will make the final rank of Favored. Each rank's living quarters gets progressively closer to Philip Marcard. Earn those points. That's the basics here at New Dawn. If you have further questions, ask one of the Anointed. We are bringing change to the human race. Let us show you how to let go of your limitations. Embrace the light. Jumpsuit.
Welcome, Initiate. This electronic smart bracelet will serve as your guide as you rise among the morning light.
Oh, I'm supposed to examine the day schedule.
In
So,
the morning light facility, there are 3 levels of the faithful: Foundling, Anointed, and Favored. All initiates begin as foundlings. To progress, you must accrue points. How do you gain points? Good question. Points are gained through chores, tasks, and rewards for enlightenment.
Are we done? Yes, we're done. Thank you, ma'am. Day schedule. Daily schedule. Dawn. End of curfew and breakfast. Morning. Field work. Noon. Prayers and lunch. Afternoon. Check the job board for ways to earn points. Evening. What's the dividing line there? Physical training and dinner. Dusk. Beginning of curfew. Curfew. At night, we ask that all guests at New Dawn stay in their rooms. You may hear some strange noises outside, but that is just the local wildlife. As some of the wildlife can be dangerous, please observe and obey curfew. Your safety comes first. Get a good night's sleep. There is a great new day beginning tomorrow. Embrace the light. Right? Mission complete. Did you fail? Shit. Okay, your agent failed to find any ammo. The Kingsmith survivors started with only bullets and prayers. Soon, they'll only have prayers. Be sure to send them... Oh my god! Be sure to send them your thoughts. Oh, shit. Shit, and shit. Look, can we keep this between us? I don't want the higher-ups to know what happened. Oh, she's not feeling so good. Oh, dear. Let's actually increase the volume so I can hear things clearly. I may have increased it too much. Yes, I did. Ow, that was... Feel the fulfillment. Ah, fuck. I am very, very mature and would like to point out that her adaptability is 69 and her ingenuity is 69. I am a very mature individual. All right, I got 4 minutes. Harvest those crops. Feel the fulfillment. Yes, thank you, but I want to go get the stuff over at the other side. I wonder if they fixed the error. Beep. Haha. You do that. Speaking of which, I've been looking more at Final Fantasy 14. Hi. Completed the goal of planting the maize. Oh. Whoops, wrong thing. I like how I sprayed pesticides and thus attracted them. That's amusing. You are parched. Parched? Oh, that I've been checking it out, and I think that I would would I like to finish the thought. No. No thought finishing. It's time for... Okay, so if anyone is playing the Secret World and wants to party up in order to... do stuff. I forgot how to... What are friends? That's what friends are for. Right to group. Boom. Alright. I'm going to go meet up with you. Ah. Loading. Oh! Yeah, I'm thinking of checking it out, is the main thing. Noted. I'm trying to not feel like I've done something. I'm weird, in a way, which, I mean, shock in general, I know. But, yeah, let me not go in there. Let me not go in there trying to kill the elemental with the shovel. Yes! Yes, I have. I did before, and that's where I got, like, these. But, Oh, what? Hello. Oh, you even. Why did I do that with that one? That was pointless. Some of those are a waste, but I don't even think you can bend in them. Cool. That also vaguely reminds me of how in, if they have the, ooh, hello. You ready? Let's go. Now, hopefully this is not going to give me the same the same FPS problem given me before. Also, I just realized it's going to try it a lot. No, it's not. Alright. Apparently I fixed it. I would love to have a less alphanumeric, randomly generated URL for my YouTube channel. I was able to get like 8 before. A whole 8, and I was very happy with those. But then like earlier today, for some reason, it was even worse than that. I had like, for a bit of it, I had like 5-second, yep, that whole 1 frame per second, plus a 5-second latency that I was just not feeling. Yes, exactly! Those 8 frames per second were my friends. And then they were gone. And I was very sad. Are you new? Yes. Score. Are these the same pets from, the Secret World? like the pets that we get, because like I don't like whatever's happening there. I bring that because like I seem to be missing all of my little miniature golemy elementally pets. And I'm like, is that from this? Yep. No! I had gotten confused by that because there's this one that's not actually a Shem. It's from a different event. The one with the glyphs on it. Nice. That hat is ridiculous. I'm also behind today on the things. Oh shit. No! Stop it. Oh. Wait, is that happening right now? No. At some point also, although I had a bit more frames per second because there were fewer people there, there were a lot fewer people. And I could tell because I ended up tanking for a little bit of that. And it was very disconcerting. Ah. Yeah, I'm slowly working my way through the museum. I have enough to actually try to work on more of the museum. Like 100? Fair enough. The Talos of Concrete. The nerds from the nerdery are telling me that the interface entity we're choosing to call Gaia creates these big bad constructs as a sort of training reward game. Heavy on the carrot, light on the stick. Something's gumming up the works and turning the big bad super aggro. A virus can enter any system, even cosmic systems. KG. Ooh. Oh, yes. The manufacturing. I remember that. Yeah, I already opened the thing for today? Yeah, right? Earlier today? Did the first, didn't I? Woo! I still have to get some stuff in order to get the revenants. Ah. More anniversary flowers. Also, what did I just try to do? Alright. Hey guys, have some flowers. I'm the first one who ever thought of this. Pay no attention to the other flowers on the floor. Alright, this one. Please don't. I feel like somehow... what? Not the bees! That's what you'll do? Put like a bee cage on them? Well, unfortunately, they did inspire that in that case. Wait, where? Yay! Gem of Verdancy. Yay. So this means we'll, will we? Will they be able to do the dance again? Heavy on the run part. Just so we're clear. No, don't do that because then it's gonna like offer to do those two. And I don't. Oh, bye. Leave the party. Demote. Remove from friend list. Bye. Start vote to kick. Okay. Let me be nice and just leave the group. Bye. Abandoning you again. Like one does. Maybe someone just finished the other thing and then was like, anyone else been getting the like, Deep Agarth, the portal is open but completely not at the right times? Just wanted to check. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. And yet I'm over here doing chores. Oh, you got the Verdancy one? Or are you looking at someone else entirely? Aww. You got the Magma one. I know. Really, what I really want is the color blocking in my outfit. I like color block. And the favored get color block. That's definitely a reason to be doing all of this. It's totally valid. It's legitimate and everything. What's going on? That working? Yes. You got the Verdancy on? Yeah, I had the achievement in the other game for it. The other game. In the Secret World for it. It was fun! Like, everyone just sort of rounding up together and being like, guys, let's do this! Clonk. I should actually, now that I think about it, because you don't need to have every to do every. Right.
You're anointed? I'm so jealous.
Be jealous. Alright. I'm gonna screw that up. Because there's always a point in Secret World Legends when I forget that C does not pull up anything for your character, but is instead activating your, things I can't... Wow. I apologize in advance, and by in advance I mean somewhat delayed. Is there a back to this shirt? No? Oh well. Nice. Put it back on automatically? Well done. Okay, so harvest the fully grown maize. We're going to test something.
Okay.
So there was a bug. I reported the bug. I'm going to see if the bug managed to get fixed. I reported it a while ago. I did give them some time. Having done my own development myself, I have a somewhat realistic view of exactly how many bug reports are gotten, how poorly some of them are insofar as description and like tips on how to replicate it, etc. And how you kind of have to sort of work out what you're going to do first or not. So I'm not exactly going to condemn them if this is still an issue. Yeah, this will take forever. There is no way you'll be able to meet the harvest quota at this pace. Deliver your ill-gotten goods. Okay, so you see how right now I have, this is the bug. I'm doing 2 quests at the same time. That's not what I wanted. I am doing both Cult of Personality and Dawn's Harvest. Dawn's Harvest, right now I have 10 out of 30. I have the shovel. The shovel for Dawn's Harvest is the same as the shovel for this tier of the quest, for Cult of Personality. What happens is, when you go to this part that I'm about to go to for Cult of Personality, and you place your ill-gotten goods, you get hit by the guy whose name I've now forgotten, and with what I hope is dirt, and it destroys the item. Now, it destroys it, but it gets worse, because then, once it destroys it, you still can't pick up the farming tools for this. You'll see what I mean. So right now, I have farming implements. And I still need them to harvest the crops.
Hey man, what
See,
the
so
hell?
that destroys that,
I said, what the hell? Those are
in
my
order to give
crops.
me the bare
Get
fists.
your own.
Tato! Nope.
Ah, fuck. Fuck. Fine. Take the crop.
Right? Now, I have no more shovel. Cannot collect shovel. Cannot harvest crops. The bug is still here.
Hey.
Can't get them from any. There you go. So I put in a report explaining all of that. And once that happens, the only workaround... Let's talk to the Anointed Overseer for a sec. Thank you, sir.
You have gained 3 points.
The only workaround for this is to pause that mission and restart it. And once you do, you'll be able to collect the farming tools and all of that. Where's the third? Over here? There we go.
It is now lunchtime. Please make your way to the mess hall and enjoy your meal.
I've tested it multiple times. It is repeatable. Now, the way around it to not do what I just did,
Welcome.
which I did on purpose to, like, check, is to continue even after you get the parts that you need for that part of the quest, to continue with the, either to not start the other quest until after, or continue onward and get all 30 and continue on from there. Then you're fine. Bravo to your agent. They not only retrieved the evidence, but also swapped it with a video of cats. The look of confused embarrassment on the reporter's face when the video went live was priceless. Alright, it's done. Hope you don't mind, but I got a little hungry. Don't worry, I didn't drain them completely. You always get hungry on missions, ma'am. Stop eating people. It's not okay. Fuck.
It is now lunchtime.
It's not okay to eat people.
Enjoy your meal.
Something, something, friends, not food, or something. Yeah, no. Yeah. It's kind of funny in that way because, like, when you do it this way, apparently you have decided that it's not okay to have to punch someone out every day in order to hand in corn. Even though, because you do both of them, you do, in fact, punch someone out every day. So there's no reason not to just steal 2. Anyway.
Be the change.
Wrong thing. There we go. I know how to do that. And this. It would be nice if there was a random chance I could just, like, blast myself off of that. Be like, awkward. Yeah, I never actually did learn how to...
Job's done.
You have gained.
It's like, that was taking a long time. I wonder, too. Who would do such a thing? Tell you what. There are just some people in the world, man. Some people.
It is now lunchtime. Please make your way to the mess hall and enjoy your meal.
I don't know why I'm doing this, but I am. I forgot why. I actually need to spend... I like the game enough that I'm willing to spend money on it. So I should actually spend money on it. And just, like, actually buy Aurum. For the purposes of increasing my bank inventory. I had bought a bunch of Aurum for, like, relatively cheap. And then I thought I was going to do, like, the swapping thing. But, like, now... And I sold all my Aurum and then the price jumped. I should have been selling it now, not then. Like, the price jumped quite a bit for Aurum. Like, before it was, like, in the 180s. Now it's in the 190s. forum prospecting, which kind of means gold prospecting in that way. What? Stop it. I will fight you. There we go. Alright. I have to actually get a bunch of those. Believe it or not, I haven't been doing as much,
Be the change.
playing of the Secret World. To be getting myself some, like, anniversary caches like I should. So it turns out, tracking events for 2 games is just, like, too much for me. I like I'm completely ignoring her. Now please make your way to the mess hall. Yeah, it does. And this, okay, these 3 events, there have been weeks where it's been more than 3 events and like, yeah, quite a bit. And it can get a bit overwhelming. For fair, suddenly can't speak. Fair warning, when the agent base class comes out, actually do prepare for event overload. Because they're going to have multiple events to encourage you to create the characters and level them up. They're already starting with one event to like hype up the class with the story and lore. Which is going to give you gear again, so when it does come out, you're going to be wanting to, you know, actually have a agent to give that item to. And then there's going to be stuff like a pretty sweet weapon is probably going to come out of it, and other pretty nice gear. At various level milestones. That's what I'm guessing. The way that the events are lining up, that's what it looks like.
Come back when the job's
Oh, you know what, dude? Whatever. I'm apparently walking around carrying 30 oars. Oars? Yes, 30 oars of corn.
job's done.
I'm just kind of amazed that I was so out of touch I didn't know about a new base class coming into the game. And if I didn't get pneumonia, I'd still be out of touch and have no clue. I want to see what they would have. I don't think I have a key, but I want to see. Oh. Got some cute shit. Cute shit. But yeah, they're going to have those events, and then they're going to have whatever other events that they're going to also have going, so that anyone who refuses to play an agent still has something to do events-wise. So there's going to be first if they do it like it did before, there's going to be one event that's going to be for the base class and First Awakening. Then there's going to be a second event shortly after the first event that is going to have the going to be for the Second Awakening. During the first event, there's going to be a First Awakening outfit for sale in the auction, not in the auction, in the cash shop. And during the second event, there's going to be a Second Awakening pet in the cash shop. So what the Awakening outfits are is, you know how like there's the cut-in for when you use your big special, for your class? That there are outfits that will look like that version of your character. And then the Second Awakening pet is a little chibi version of your Second Awakening look for the class. Aha! You will see it once you get your First Awakening.
Happy rebirthday.
And a merry unbirthday to you. Okay, who do I talk to? Hi, ma'am.
Listen to this sermon. Show proper respect, and I'll award you points. Easy peasy.
Sure.
Dear chosen, a stranger walks among us indeed. A servant of darkness that seeks to destroy the light. A servant of darker powers that will seduce and overwhelm us. We must capture this stranger. We must hold them up to the morning light. And who among you knows who this stranger is?
I like her, like, look
Stranger
left, look right,
is
look left.
pride.
Oh,
You'll feel
okay. This is
You'll
some
allow it to
metaphorical
spring
shit going
among us
on.
to
My cover
inflate our
isn't blown.
sense of who
Alright,
we
we're
are.
good.
The light of the morning burns away our pride. Seared and naked, we are nothing before the light which succors us and makes a banquet in our minds.
Or Sucker punches you and makes a
For those of
banquet
you
of your
foundlings,
minds.
We took the liberty of installing our new Makespace meditation app on your smart devices. Spend 15 minutes 3 times a day performing the exercise.
I cannot get over the level of amusement I have
Additional credit
that they
towards
have an
the
app.
Anointed rank. And remember the revelation of Mark.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. There's like the big preacher guy that's on the rooftop and stuff like... No, wait, the other guy. But yeah, okay, now I know the other one you're talking about. But yeah.
Birthday!
Holy crap. Why is everyone sitting there?
Rebirthday.
This is freaking me out.
Hello. This is a special day.
Is this like some sort of weird event-related thing? Because I've never had them say that much to me in a row. Yes, yes. Oh, Klein! I thought you meant like one of the NPCs like in the story, but he's also part of the story, but he's in the dungeon. Klein, Dr. Klein. Might be the same actor. There's a lot of doubled up actors in the game. Jeffrey Combs, if I remember correctly, is multiple ones. I know that he is, now I went and forgot his name. Teacher guy. Wears gloves all the time. Has a maybe passing acquaintance with ethics.
A stranger comes in from the darkness to walk among the chosen and feast upon a banquet of light, and to be a stranger no longer.
Excuse me. I'm a Lumi.
Job's done. You have gained 1 point.
A stranger comes in from the darkness to walk among the chosen and feast upon a banquet of light, and to be a stranger no longer, but one beneath
Alright.
the morning light.
He's really loud. No, but everyone's gonna be screaming happy rebirth to me, rebirth day to me, and it's weird. That's not a long queue or anything. It served its purpose. I knew enough to be offended. And I assumed you were just going for like weird, not weird, but like that way of speaking.
Be the change.
Turn around. Were it not for the fact. Would that I could, etc. Would that I were a Templar. Can I put the cleaning solvent in there? That is just such a freaky thing. Because I could picture, right? So the way that these sort of groups work, like cult type groups and other groups that have a similar dynamic, is that they find people who are to some extent disenfranchised, or feeling lost. So think about what kind of appeal there would be in the idea of like, if I ever have a thought that confuses me, if I ever, you know, I should just go to this person and they'll give me the answer. When you're already feeling like lost and confused in general. I guess this one stays. Boop.
Have you become anointed? Hey. Hey.
Hi. Literally just said hi to me before. Then again, I didn't say anything back, so there's that. From the darkness.
And feast upon a banquet of light, and to be a stranger no longer, but one beneath the morning light.
The date of your birth is meaningless in the face of your rebirth.
Are there any of these that are... Yes. So continue on with this. Hey, you. You do that. There's more stuff. It was funny. I'm pretty sure I accidentally ended up Lumi the first time. Was I? Yeah, because I think I was going to try to be Dragon because Chaos, etc. But, yeah. Besides, their base of operations is literally, I'm pretty sure it's on the same, I'm pretty sure I'm actually on the same train line as Dumbo, but I'm not sure. Not 100% sure. I don't really go to Brooklyn much. Did you see the comparison shot someone did? I would say, like, maybe it would depend on the specific bee in question. Whether or not I think that happened with my bee, I'm not sure.
Have you become anointed?
The new dawn.
I kind of didn't really imagine her having... That's a thought. Like, I think it would depend on their background and stuff. Like, if someone is enough of a shut-in, I almost imagine that it's possible that even as their anima went and fired off, they weren't really on anyone's radar until they flared, and then someone got there first. Like, before anyone was even really looking in that direction. On the other hand, if there was someone who, say, disappeared, because, like, there's that whole thing where you basically, you go from being, you go from whatever your life was before to just staying in your house because you keep on just flaring. I think that when you flare up, if all three spot it at the same time and happen to be looking in that direction at the same time, so to speak, metaphorically, literally, whichever, all three would consider you. And I feel that in some cases, some of them might be like, you know what, this person doesn't really seem to be they don't really seem to be a good fit for us. So I imagine in some cases, like, some of the factions will just not even rush out. They'll just be like, yeah, you know what, you can have them. I could definitely imagine some Illuminatis who, when they flared up, the Templars were just like, yeah, no. And some Templars where the Illuminati or the same, or the Dragon were like, you know what, maybe that person is too rigid, and so on. I don't think, however, that it's like this thing that needs to be, in the sense that I feel like in general it's more important that you're a B than you being able to fit, because if you're situated enough, they can probably, if you're situated in enough stuff, they can use the fact that you are just adapting to this whole new world to, like, mold you in the direction they want you to go. But I do imagine some of them will, like, look at some of them and be like, you know what, you're not worth it, the trouble for that. To whom it may concern, it has been a journey, but now I must go. The path is enlightening, but it is not for me. It is for the rest of you, for the brave and enlightened. I do hope our paths cross again. Continue on. Work twice as hard. Do it for me. Until we meet again, embrace the dawn. Sam. I have a hard time buying. I already know what happens, but, like, I'm kind of surprised that any of the members of the Morning Light, although this kind of ties back into cultish dynamics, that any of the members of the Morning Light would buy the idea that someone who decided that it couldn't cut it would also be like, you guys go on ahead. I don't know, that just seems to be very strong. Like, to whom it may concern, it is with a heavy heart that I must leave. Wherever I go, I will carry the teachings of Marquard inside me, like a lamp in the dark. I'll think of you all often. Be the change, Bandile. What I want to know, actually, as a complete aside, I want to know what recruitment looks like for Phoenicians and Venice. I want a window into those two factions, partially because we can't play as them, so, like, it's a mystery. To whom it may concern, I'm honest enough to know when I failed. I'm just not anointed material. But I know some of you are. I've met some amazing people here. What memories. Look me up out in the world. Next time I see any of you, you'll probably be favored. In my card we trust, Kaylee. I'm not sure. Insofar as Venice. I feel like, in a way, the fact... maybe it's because of how... I know that, like, Kirsten Geary is, like, just highly critical of Venice to begin with. And as much as she says that they're, like, stodgy and behind the times, I feel almost like Venice is a bit more open to get into. It might be heritage in the sense that it might be members of Venice are more inclined to pull in, or people are more inclined to go to Venice if their family worked for Venice to begin with. But I'm not... I don't know, I feel like in some ways the Council of Venice might compete with Templars for some recruits. Not because they're identical in ideology, but because some core principles might result in some overlap in personality traits that are considered beneficial and a good fit for either of their ideologies. So you have, like, both of them looking for the, like, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed types who actually want to make a positive change in the world. And both will get disappointed in some way, in different ways, when they get down to the meat of being either a Templar or a member of the Council of Venice. Insofar as the Phoenicians, that is definitely a possibility. I wonder how many Phoenicians are actually not disgruntled per se, because that just, like, implies emotionality and may not even be there, but how much Phoenicians got recruited out from other factions. That's another thing I wonder. If, like, they found a particularly... They're like, hey, this person's, like... ¿Cómo se dice? This person's particularly brutal and whatever. I am very coherent. Yay. No, yeah, I didn't mean... Brutal wasn't really the word I was looking for, so you're correct. But someone who is very literally mercenary is actually the better adjective. Although it seemed a bit redundant to say the mercenaries looked for people who were mercenary. That's basically what I was saying. Okay, so this person's already started, so let's go. Boop, ba-doop, boop, boo.
Initiating possession protocol. Watch out for suspicious behavior.
Oh, I saw this person before. Hey, look! It's the Boogeyman! Hello, Boogeyman.
New waves of hostiles have arrived. Protect the survivors. A survivor is being possessed.
Ay, carajo.
ASAP.
I'm stuck in a wall. Oh, we have enemy boys. Really? Oh. Okay, no, not really. I was missing that. That was not something I should have done. Nope. like, for example, insofar as, like, brutality and everything else, right? You also bring up a good point, because in some ways you can say that, like, the leadership of the Illuminati, though not necessarily as inclined to make some of the same sort of threats that, like, the Phoenicians will. Like, for example, when Snake Lady, whose name I forgot, fucks up, and her supervisor's talking to her, and he's basically saying stuff to the effect of, why, you know, like, stuff to the effect of, why are you even, like, either A, not fixing this, or B, still alive to be not fixing this and talking to me.
Exorcism recommended.
Right? And whoop. Fix that. Nope, I don't want you to be doing this.
Hostile mutator subroutine activated.
Nope, come back here. Right. So there's the thing right there. Meanwhile, there's what happens if you're Illuminati and you fail in the first place. And the fact that even before you fail, you get notified that you have a chip in your neck that you should probably not touch or attempt to remove. So in that sense, the Illuminati are much scarier to their own people, not just to their enemies, than the Phoenicians are. Significantly more worried about upsetting Geary than I am about upsetting the Phoenicians. Ah. So is your character intended to be a Mitsubashi?
Spawning enhanced hostile.
Ah. Okay.
Boss hostile spawned. Adjusting survival chance.
Oh, hey! It's my friend. Come on. Come on. Be my friend. That was not how I wanted to do that.
Initiating support unit. Locate and activate the support drone.
Drone, where? Drone! Where? Drone? Drone. Hi. You're my friend. I like my drone.
A survivor is being possessed. Intervene ASAP. New waves of hostiles have arrived. Protect the survivors.
This person's gear is much, much better than mine. And built. And probably skill level. Nope. Thank you. Why do I keep doing that? I need to not do that. Invariably, when I do that...
Hostile mutator subroutine activated.
Oop. Nope. Ah, that makes sense.
Spawning enhanced hostile.
Is it me or does the armor from, whoops. He just completely ignored that. Oh, the Orochi weapon skins, or... Because I can. What the? Don't stab! Sigh.
Hostile mutator subroutine activated.
I love to be this able to constantly jog everywhere I go and not get tired. Like, that would be pretty cool. Like, I'm not even talking about the sprint ability. It's... Whoa. That was nice. It looks like the, chess piece for
Large hostile specimens spawn.
the anniversary cache. Whoop, that was good. Nope. Nope. Get away from that. Good to know he fucks it up enough to, like, make the royal jelly a not too much of an issue. Stop healing, you fucking dick. No royal jelly.
Seek and preserve parameters have been met. Initiating reward protocol. Shutting down world simulation. Shutting down reality simulation.
Wrong one. I hope your employers do not mind that I borrowed their frequency in order to congratulate you. The machine is a modern marvel, designed to challenge, yes, but also to teach and sharpen. I hope that you are paying attention to the lessons you are learning here. I hope that you are growing sharp as well. The Council will always have a use for sharp blades. Congratulations once again on your success. I wonder if I want to ever, like... Yeah. First off. This is scrap. This goes here. Still crap. Goes here though. Fuck it. Ooh, wait, no. I want to get that up and then merge those two and then start getting them ready to merge these two together. Oop, right. Yay. I honestly don't care, even though some of those I do want for other stuff. I'm kind of like, yeah, oh fuck. That was a mistake. Screw it. I want that inventory space back. Hello, Sekushinakami. And welcome to the scream. The scream. Yes, welcome to the scream, apparently. How's it going? And, if you play the game, you enjoying the anniversary event so far? Ah, good to know. Send me... Oh, you're not even logged in. Ah! Speaking of which, I haven't logged into Trove in forever, to be honest. Probably missing out on some cute things. Oh well. These things happen. That freaked me out.
Please check the board for odd jobs around camp. Earn points. Ascend.
Be the change.
Be the change. Did I mess that up again? I always do that. Or often do that. How about that? The one I'm playing right now, I am playing the I'm playing Secret World Legends. It is currently an anniversary event going on. It is an MMO
You have gained 1
based
point.
around like conspiracy theories and all of that and supernatural occult stuff. It is in a modern setting. The idea is that it is in our world, but a secret version of our world, where all of the conspiracies that you have ever thought were real are. And can you send me the invite and stuff so that I may meet up with you? Or not. I'll send it to you. And then meet up. Ah. So basically what happens is at some point in your sleep, this little thing gets lodged in your throat, this little bee, and it's glowing and stuff. And you start having these really freaky dreams and you wake up from them. And all of a sudden you have magic powers that are like leaking out of your body and like destroying the room and all of that. And then one of 3 factions comes and is like, hey, join us. Or you'll probably be eaten up by the world around you that you've now just sort of discovered exists. And you're like, I should probably do that. Are you ready? All right, let's go. Yeah, there is that. Actually, man. On the one hand, I feel so conflicted about John. Like, I strongly dislike him. I strongly dislike everything he's done after a certain point in his life, which I won't get too much into because spoilers. But at the same time, and this kind of gets into spoiler territory anyway, like, he's kind of a pawn that got turned into a he's kind of a pawn that like made his way across the map and then discovered that there were things bigger than the kings to begin with. But yeah, that particular message I hate. I also hate the stuff that he says to Ricky Pagan. He's very believable for when he tries to fuck with you by sort of embodying the inner critic in a way. Yeah, he was a pawn who got kinged, didn't know what to do with it, and discovered that as much as he got kinged, there are horrors, and he's kind of part of it now, but he's also, I feel like he's also still somewhat lost. I feel like he's still somewhat lost, somewhat angry, but also completely drunk on his current state. And, you know, thoroughly on board. But yeah, Like, with the stuff he's done since then, you can't really... It's... What happened to him doesn't quite wipe that clean. And while I don't properly feel sorry for him, I have some degree of, like... Some degree of empathy. Some... Enough for me to sit there and go, wow, that was fucked, and wow, you're in a weird space, and wow, you're still terrible, though. I was just curious, like, do I even need to? Is someone just throwing down heals? Because I know I have self-healing, but... I mean, like, I built with the intent to have quite a bit of self-healing, but yeah. The Talos of Stone. Is this a new one? Yes. The nerds from the nerdery are telling me that the interface entity we're choosing to call Gaia creates these big bad constructs as a sort of training reward game. Heavy on the carrot, light on the stick. Something's coming up the works, and... Ooh. I have tea. Oh, and one of the things I can say about this game is that, for the most part, even if you cannot stand a character, they tend to be interesting. Oh, just, I believe it's just Earl Grey. Earl Grey, hot. Something's coming up the works and turning the big bad super aggro. A virus can enter any system, even cosmic systems. Really, Kirsten Geary? You think so? Do you think that perhaps viruses can enter cosmic systems of some kind? I'm just curious as to whether or not you found any evidence to support your claim that perhaps even cosmic systems can get infected. Because I'm not sure I'm seeing much in the way of compelling evidence. Oh yeah. What? Is this just like automatically? A valuable... Oh. Fuck off. I don't have enough space in this bag anymore. And I need to sell some of them, but I don't really know what I need. Like, I don't really know how much I need. You know what I really wish these things did? Stacked. Anyway. Sorry, you completely, like, could not see the desperate, like, look on my face at the idea of them stacking. Just like, that's all I want. For a second, I honestly thought that that stone shard would just produce a pet as opposed to need 5. Sad. Okay. Good to know. However, I still feel like keeping my 11 million jack-o'-lantern heads, which aren't here because I actually went and didn't hide them, but put them elsewhere. So like 2 of each. Noted. Wait. Ow. Hey, I'm liking this outfit. What the? Oh. Oh boy. Start the vote to kick the group. Thanks to the assistance of your agent, Dante now has a date tomorrow night. What? I hate matchmaking missions, and I went and sent someone off on one? A suspicious obituary has appeared in a local newspaper in a rural upstate New York. In a rural upstate New York, as though there were multiple. That hints at a supernatural cause of death. In an effort to keep the populace safe, an agent should be sent to investigate the issue and find some answers. Intel suggests the local coroner becomes quite candid with judicious application of a bottle of scotch and a sympathetic ear. Sure, let's do this. You. Try not to eat him. Or, they didn't specify. Grats! You can switch back. If it's a money issue, I can send you the money in game. I think. Unless... Okay. Yeah, if it's a money issue, I can send you in game. I mean, I'm not actually even... As far as a lot of people will be concerned, I'm not even, like, breaking... Well, not breaking even, but... I'm not really doing particularly amazingly financially in DFO, but I could give you $1 million without blinking too hard, so... I'm not gonna because you don't need that much, but... Oh, that just made me think. Did you know there are some epic weapons where they increase the amount of damage based on free slots in your action bar? So basically the idea is for you to memorize the button combos that each of those... Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's not a big deal. I can help with that. Yeah. I mean, do you want me to after the stream I can give you that if you want. What just happened? Hey, something's being weird on my system. Alright. Yes! Please let me know. Oh, interesante. Fuck, what are the requirements to make a ninja? I suddenly really want one. Am I going to need... Here's the more important question. Am I going to need to pay in order to be able to meet the requirements? And how does one get the rogue class? Okay, so I know what a shuriken is. Fuma. Wind? Maybe? Nice! So I called it with the first syllable. Didn't know how to say windmill though. You okay there? So Raiton will be Raidian. Lightning?
Hey there. How are ya? Guess we got to fight, right? Little rope a dope. Let's just get this over with.
Okay.
Just finish him! Yeah! Finish him! Kick his ass!
That looked painful. Probably was.
Wow! Hey, you're really good. Maybe we do this again tomorrow.
Look at the poor guy just like, I need to get out of here.
You have gained 2 points.
I already got my boxing gloves. I have no need to ever fight this man again. I have no need to fight this guy ever again. That looks like a... That sounds like a pretty neat game flow. That makes me think, which of the, You've been doing some light culting. Good for you. What was that one rule about Fight Club? Always talk about Fight Club. To me, anyway. KG. Give me. Damn it. So close, but no. What else am I getting that's taking up inventory space? Oh, the bags. Yes. So I think, though it's not the same playstyle, actually, insofar as DFO, which thief classes were you thinking of? Yeah, I know. I've been resetting a lot. I noticed that, and I did actually come back to it, which is the sign that, like...
Be the change.
the sign that, like, my concert is still working. Hello.
Behold, a stranger comes in from the darkness to walk among the chosen and feast upon a banquet of light, and to be a stranger.
Be the change you want to see.
Aggressive fungus. Fairman, smash it. Spontaneous generation, totally a thing in the secret world. It is a bit slower than the other classes, and I'm actually trying to readapt to that, because, like, Necro is one of my first thieves in the highest level. Well, yeah, no, she's currently one of the higher level ones. I have her and Akuno both at, like, the upper 80s, or mid 80s. Stylistically, I will say that in addition to the playstyle, there's this whole thing where, like, you charge a lot of the abilities, and in doing so, you actually do the whole, like, mudra isn't actually the right word. That's something else, isn't it? But similarly, you do, like, the hand symbol and all of that, and it's... Yay! Okay, so I was right. Why did I think it wasn't that? I need to stop assuming I'm wrong. I need to stop trusting the voice that tells me not to trust the voice. I need to stop believing in myself when I tell myself that I can't believe in myself. There we go. That actually screwed me over in DFO with one of the events recently. I just didn't believe in myself enough to try the solo raid. That is a question that only you can answer. There are distinct bonuses to having someone at level 90 once you can get that. Like, while she can't help in the same way that you used to be able to help, it makes it easier for, like, farming and whatnot. Ah, yes. Exactly. So there's that. It doesn't necessarily get you a free level 90. There's a level range. It'll get you up to 81 at least, and depending on what your starting level for the other character is, it can get up to, is it 89 or is it 90 at the end? But it depends on what level you start with. But yes, that capsule. It is a lovely thing. Oh, right. Time for me to go deal with some locusts. And then, is there any... I forget. Is there any other... Are there any other of these missions? And once I'm done with this, I'm going to actually go to... go back to the previous thing. Because I kind of forgot that I was doing that whole thing of trying to get through all the red quests in the different areas, including Transylvania. Oh man, I remember there was a thread about the first time that they did one of these golden capsule event thingies. Someone was fucking livid that you needed a level, it wasn't 90 at the time, there weren't level 90s at the time, but that you needed a high B in order to be able to open the thing. And their argument was that they never actually wanted to create another alt ever. So they were upset at the idea. And I was like, I don't know what to say to that. Because someone was like, well, you know, you level up a character to 90 and then, you know, your second alt is pretty much already there. Or to the captain. They're like, I don't want to make an alt. Any alt. Ever. I'm like, I am not sure you know what game you're playing. Because the game kind of really encourages creating alts, just mechanically. Oh yeah, you can definitely, you'll be able to do it. I believe in you. That is doable. I saw that. Dicks. The capsule will expire at some point. I just don't know when. The roundhouse. There is a house in northern Illinois that has no corners. It was built by a wealthy couple in the 1800s for the purpose of seance parties. The house was designed as a spiritual engine, its shape allowing the easy passing of incorporeal entities. However, an error in design left one row corner in the house. The husband was found dead in that corner. Today, the gridlock buildup of malevolent spiritual energy has reached critical mass. Something is going to blow. Send an agent, studied in the occult, to perform a major abjuration upon the corner of the house. Abjuration. Abject! Yes, correct. And before it used to be a lot, very expensive, the process. And now it's kind of woven into the story. The first one, anyway. Welcome! Right, so is there anything else here that's like for the day stuff? Alright. Yep, that is entirely possible, and very probable. While it's vaguely possible that it could be some people just trying to be weird, it's probably that, yes. Oh, good. If you get a few more groups, you'll have a raid. Just a second.
Become the you that you were always meant to be.
I don't know how many groups make the raid. I think I have these though. This new tribal warrior, not that one. Oh, made of stone. Okay. Gray, gray, gray. And these are brown, brown, and okay. So, okay, there's a reason to actually do that. I mean, that's how you know a game is healthy, right? Somehow getting on the thought process of some games like dying while their original region still has the game. I forget. Is the Japanese version of Shin Megami Tensei still active, or? They should be somewhere in one of the passives somewhere.
I kill.
What the hell? Did she just...
I kill.
You'd what? You kill for what? Ma'am? I was interested in what you had to say. What would you kill for?
All made of stars.
No, I want to know what you'd kill for. Come on. Commiserate with me. Gripe. Complain. I won't get you in trouble.
Speaking to me last night in my dreams.
That was unexpected. That was thoroughly unexpected. I gotta say, all things considered, despite the fact that it's like cult, oh no, that's just, sure, I thought it was a morning light symbol. It's cute. I want to know what she'd kill for. Coffee? Wi-Fi?
Transcend your fears. They can no longer shackle you.
And also, does it get mentioned on the individual abilities? I don't know, I can actually... I haven't played one of those, so...
Can I talk to you today about the one?
Nope. Nope, you may not talk to me. No, they're not talking to me, but still. That actually reminded me a little too much for a moment of my telemarketing days. I had a telemarketing job for about 2 weeks. I think it was the shortest job I've held. Or maybe it was 1 week. But again, I think it was the shortest job I've held.
We're here for your protection.
Yeah, I believe you, ma'am. Please point the gun away from me, then.
The new dawn is coming. Please move away from the wall. You are not favored. You are not allowed.
Hey,
See the beauty within. We are all in the stars.
Be the change.
It's very much possible. She will not, however, sparkle as much as the vagabond does. There are very few classes that sparkle as much as the vagabond does. If this is a factor.
Welcome.
I mean, it's hard for me to think of any class that I would flat out call bad. Although if you listen on Mega, you'll hear a lot of them. As an aside, I don't recommend listening to Mega pretty much ever.
Please move away from the wall. You are not favored. You are not allowed.
Gonna have to shoot her. And they probably would.
We're here for your protection.
I believe you. No, I don't. Oh. Oh, never mind. That was just a beam of light. Alright, so now... Oh, man. Did someone place it someplace foolish? Like here? Nope. Okay. Oh, there it is. I thought as much. Like, there has to be one in here. It's just too... To be honest, the New Dawn area does succeed in being, like, creepy. I'm not telling you. Wish I had some more info I could, like, provide, but seeing as I don't actually play the class, I am as lost as you. More lost, actually. It's based on that and not the only one I know, and I don't know if it's still the case, is that the bludgeon for one of the other abilities, not the medley, knocks some of the characters into the air. Will knock a character into the air. That's it.
Hello.
Oh. Interesting. Did I complete Shadowy Forest? Also, given how much time is left, I can't... I'm gonna have to DQ. Wait. Here's a question. When it's saying that an elemental shift, check what elemental shift says. Insofar as the different weapons. And is it saying something like shadowy sword versus this or something like that? Because it might be, what they might be saying is that it does 100% of the effects in elemental shift. Now, part of why I was like, before and like, I don't know and stuff is the fact that one of the things I've noticed with some of these is that they're not afraid of having tooltips be dependent on other tooltips and not always being clear on which ones. So like, for example, actually, now that you mention that, one of the Spitfire abilities is like, yeah, once you get, I thought that was Laura for a second. Hello. That once you get, oh yeah, now I remember. The old lady who was cool. Here. Okay, normal attacks and skills for Ascending Sword. Create a chance of casting the Elemental Sword. The Shadow Sword. Oh, okay, there we go. So what it's saying there is that, normal attacks and skills, except for Ascending Sword. Create it. So the normal attacks and skills, except for Ascending Sword, casting an Elemental Sword. The Shadow Sword does this. Do they say what their effects are in there? Because my guess is actually that it's that one. Do-do-do. Not necessarily. It depends. And some of them, I think, the way to know is actually if it is something where like you need to not be using that, then I went to the wrong old tree by a lake. As you do, sometimes. Just go to the wrong old tree by a lake. Oh, because I was in the other one, wasn't I? I think I was in Besieged Farmlands now. So one thing to test, if the two abilities conflict with each other, when you go in and put the first buff, the second buff will disappear. Like, rather, when you put on the second buff, the first one will disappear or something like that. They'll replace each other, but yeah. I am like so sorry. I can look up a guide for them. For the class, but beyond that, I'm not entirely clear on it. It's one of the things that can be frustrating. It doesn't help that sometimes there are things which are like inconsistency written. Oh. Okay, so what's happening there is, yeah. Then what Medley is doing is changing how shift works. It's increasing its odds. Map. There should be... in this one, then, the old tree? 'Cause where's the old lady? Did I go to the wrong thing anyway? Handwritten note. Kukuvea. And a vendor. Is that who I'm looking for? Yeah, in that case it's a passive that modifies the other ability, basically. Here we go. I was in the wrong one. Hello, Kukulea. So the way some of it works, and this is kind of a tie into like how the advanced classes work, is that sometimes you'll just sort of have an ability and then you'll have a single use passive, or you'll have like a passive, not a single use passive, but a passive that modifies the ability. Ooh, get away from me. Right. Alright, so after all of this, I think I'm going to try to get to Agartha now, just because I'm slow. Oh no! I didn't manage to get all of my scenarios in today. Sad face. Because I just realized it's about to tick over. All right. Yeah, I can do that. Also, I have a permanent skill buff. Oh, kitty. Bought for it, and I should have an active XP buff. There's also a timed not skill buff. I have a permanent stat buff. I should have a temporary XP buff active, and I can put in the temporary stat buff. Nice. And yeah, you can definitely join. Yep. things ticked over. Today's reward. Hey, look. Help! What's the previous one? I don't need anima shards. I want that. Oh. I'm gonna have a nice signet soon. If I'm lucky enough. I'll be able to cartwheel into the dungeon. Oh, there we go. Okay, wait, no, so 1 minute. Is that what I was saying? Yeah. I'm blind, I can't see! Can I get in? Through cartwheeling? No, but when I backed out, it did that. Look, this is what is called emergent gameplay. Yes, that's exactly what they meant whenever they said that. Nice. Spawn went to hit you. You're nah. You know, nah. I think I'll hit you. To death. Ooh, shiny, sparkly, shiny. I want it. I'm still super sad that I didn't actually manage to do the thing that I wanted to do in the secret world. Ooh! New Shem, if I remember correctly. I haven't killed this one yet. I don't want to be in that, right? Right. Yeah, that was something I didn't want to be in. I'll just face this way. And then not be in that. Nice. Is he coming for me? Yeah, I'm tanking, guys. Yep. I feel simultaneously, like, special and intimidated by this. Okay, hopefully I can survive this. Alright. Basically, my hope is that, like, people have noticed. Okay, I'm no longer tanking, so. Like, please tell me someone else has noticed enough for... Am I tanking again? Yep. Hi. Oh my gosh. This feels a bit awkward. I feel like... I feel like I'm center stage. Okay. Whoa. 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 Did someone come after who was... Did he go after whoever was healing me? That's gonna be awkward. Nice. Ah. I'm happy, frankly. That was exciting. I like actually tanked for quite a bit of that. It was funny because like it took me a bit to notice it, and I had to confirm. I'm like, is it really looking at me? Move a little to the left, move a little to the right, see if he changes direction. It was like, wait, oh my god, I'm tanking. I'm actually tanking this thing. Please tell me people are healing me. And I'm pretty sure that's what happened because he ran away from me really quickly. And then came back to me, and I noticed that, like, all of a sudden my healing, I was not doing so well health-wise. And I feel like what happened was someone was healing me and was healing me so much and so well that he got a little upset with them. And, yeah. Leather gloves, yellow. Ooh, I should put those on. Nothing, but it's free. What's silver? Frankly, they're a little ugly and don't match the other one, but you know what? Don't match the shirt, but you know what? And also, let me see the sweater. There is an anniversary sweater. I forget what it was called. Oh, there's the anniversary t-shirt. Pretty sure there was a sweater. Maybe it's here. He. Okay. For the record, bees? No. Oh. Just so we're clear. That is not a happy noise. Ugh, twitchy. I'm gonna do it anyway. Open this one. Even though I'm this close to getting rid of that stack. Ooh! However, I'm not touching that just yet. What? Guaranteed Mark III? Nice. Overkill. Ghost frame. It's the other one. And at some point, I'll even explain how that works. So actually, some abilities have iframes. The nerds from the nerdery. Oh, yes, I've already read this a few times now. Plonk. What have we got here? That's shiny. That's a shiny thing. To make my wristband even shinier and make it 13. It's now lucky. But yeah, besieged farmlands. Teleport. You got this. You'll do it. You can manage it. At the time, 313. I'm probably going to try towards 4 o'clock. I do need to get to the post office early tomorrow because I'm going to try to get my passport. Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. Like, on the one hand, I do want to go to bed at some point. On the other hand, I'm kind of awake. And I may need to take a quick break. But yeah, so I was trying to figure out, I'm like, do I take a break? Or do I treat this as a mini stream? And if I treat this as a mini stream, should I stream again tomorrow? I mean, it's the anniversary event, and I would like to do more anniversary stuff. So, you know. But yeah, if I start up another red, I'm probably going to be on for another hour. And it is 2 hours and 43 minutes in, so it's almost 3 hours. Okay, I think that I'm probably going to go to sleep tonight. However, I'll keep you posted tomorrow in case I haven't really thought something through. And I'm going to see if I can do a stream tomorrow as well. Another mini stream most likely. And it might be an early stream. I might even try a fucking day stream. It's been like, I don't know. I might try that one day. We'll see. Hey, look, it's a phone book. Oh, sorry. I remember that. Like, there's all the cool stuff. Yes. After I do all the reds, I'm gonna start doing, I want to start making doing the mystery missions a regular thing. I don't know. Possibly. I have done some, but generally they're incredibly impulsive. But it might be nice to try. At the same time, I do understand that not everyone's going to be able to make that because of time zone differences and all of that. She has too many shades of orangish yellow on at once and none of them match. At least the B shirt kind of matches with the pants, in that it looks like the yellower part, the part that's more yellow of the orange, looks like it could have once been the same color as the yellow on her shirt and just got dirty. But those gloves, they're a different, they're just a different base shade. It's just bad. Ooh, good to know. I will keep that in mind. So yeah, first off, can I do this one? Yes, I can. And it's been a while. Alright, I want to thank everyone for watching, and if you enjoy what you're watching, please hit that follow button. I normally stream on Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Sundays I focus on the Secret World Legends. Wednesdays are whichever. Right now I'm doing Shadowrun Hong Kong, going through the entire campaign. And Fridays are free-to-play Fridays, where I pick a free-to-play game. I'm going to set up the poll soon for next month. If you want to keep track of all of this, I highly advise checking out my Twitter account, which is also Glitchontwitch. That's also where polls and stuff will be for my free-to-play Friday choices and whatnot. So yeah, and again, I want to thank everyone for watching. I had a good time. I hope you guys had a good time too, and I hope that everyone has an excellent night. Bye, everyone.